Hello, you are welcome to today's class, and in today's class we'll be solving questions, WAEC questions on number-based system. So if you are preparing for WAEC examination, this is a class that you cannot afford to miss, or you failed WAEC examination before, this is a class you need to join.
Question 1. If 2n 4 base 7 equals to 15n base 9, find the value of n. So I'm going to copy out the question by writing 2n 4 base 7 equals to 15n base 9. So that to find the value of n. To find the value of n, we are going to convert both 2n 4 base 7 and 15n base 9 into base 10. How do we do that? I'm going to take the phone after the other. I'm going to write 2n 4 base 7. So I'm going to change to base 10. Now we're going to change to base 10. We're going to use each of the number. I think each of 2n 4. We're going to use to multiply the base. So we're going to have 2 times 7 plus n times 7 plus 4 times 7. After that, go to the power or the exponential. Start from the back. I'm going to write 0. I'm going to write 1. I'm going to write 2. So we are going to have 2 times 7 raised to power 2. 7 raised to power 2 is 49 plus n times 7 raised to power 7 raised to power 1. 7 raised to power 1 is 7 plus 4 times 7 raised to power 0. What's 7 raised to power 0? Anything raised to power 0 is 1. So we're going to have, what is 2 times 49? We can do our rough calculation by saying that 49 times 2. 2 times 9 is what? 2 times 9 is 18. Make 1. 2 times 4, that's 8 plus 1. That will be 98. So 2 times 49 is 98. Plus, what is n times 7? N times 7 is 7n plus 4 times 1, 4. So 2n 4 base 7, well, combine to base 7, let's give you 98 plus 7n plus 5. I believe we know that you can add your 98 and 4 together. If you add 98 and 4 together, if you give us what? It will give us 102 plus 7n. What I did was that I added this 98 with this what? In this form, variable at 102. So we've converted 2n 4 base 7 to base 10. So the next step is to convert our 15n base 9 to base 10. So 1 5 n want to convert to base 10. It's still the same process. We are going to use this to 15n to multiply the base 9. So we have 1 times n, 1 times 9, 1 times 9 plus 5 times 9 plus n times 9. Next step is what? To go to the back and start with 0 at the exponential, at the power 0, 1, 2. So what is 1 times, what is 9 raised to power? So 9 raised to power 2 means 9 times 9, that will be 81 plus 5 times 9 raised to power 1 is 9 plus n times 9 raised to power 0. What is 9 raised to power 0? Anything raised to power 0 is 1. So this should give us 1 times 81, that will be 81. 9 times 5 times 9, that will be 45. N times 1 is n. So I'm going to add this together. What is 81? 81 plus 45. 81 plus 5. 5 plus 1, that will be 6. 8 plus 1, that will be 12. So this will give us 126 plus n. Now remember that the question is 2n 4 base 7 equals to 15n base 9. I should go for n. Since we have converted the 2n 4 base 7 and 15n base 9 into base 10, we can equate it. So instead of writing 2n 4 base 7, I'm going to write this one. I'm going to write this one. I'm going to write this. That is, I'll write 102 plus 7n equals to, so instead of writing 15n base 9, I'm going to write 126 plus n. So in order to make n the subject of formula, I'm going to move this n to this place. If I move this n to this place, and I'm also going to move this 102 to this place. So if I move this n to this place, it's turned to 7n. The sign will change to turn to minus n equals to 126. You know, we're moving 102 to the other side, it turns to 102. So what is 7n minus n? 7n minus n is 6n. And 126 minus 102, that will give us what? 24. The next is to divide both sides with the coefficient of n, which is 6. So we divide both sides by with 6. 6 will cancel 6, we are left with n. So 24 divided by 6, that will give us 4. So our n is 4. Let's go to question 2. Question 2 says that if four numbers in the equation y over y plus 101 equals to 11 over 10010 and in base 2, solve for y. So this equation that you are seeing above, the question that you are seeing above, all the figures, all the kinds given to you, they are all in base 2. So we want to solve it. We want to solve for y. So how do you do it? We are going to convert every times, all the numbers given to you, are going to convert to base 10. Why? Because the numbers that we are dealing with, they are mostly in base 10. So we are going to convert each of them to base 10. So I'm going to start with my numerator here. This one, I'm going to start with y. So y base 2, I want to convert this y base 2 into base 10. And that will be y times 2. This 2, I will raise to power 0. And this will be y times anything raised to power 0 is 1. So this should be y. I've done that. So I will come to this y plus 101. This should be y base 2 plus 101 base 2. I believe you know that this y base 2 will convert to base 10 is just y. We did it here. Amazing. So what is 101 base 2? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use each of the figure to multiply the base by doing 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2. After that, I go to the power, start with 0, write your 1, write your 2. So you have 1 times 2 raised to power 2 is what? 4 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 1 is what? That will be 2 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 0. Anything raised to power 0 will give you 1. So we are going to have 1 times 4, 4 plus 0 times 2, 0. That will be plus 1. And that will give us, 5. So we have done that one. Now, the next thing that we come to this side, we want to change this 1 base 2 into base 10. So we do 1 times 2 plus 1 times 2. If we are 0, if we are 1, so that will give you 1. What is 2 raised to power 1? That will be 2 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 0 is 1. So we are going to have 1 times 2, that will be 2 plus 1 times 1, that will be 1. And the answer is what? We have 3. Now, so 1 base 2, we go right to base 10, going to give you 3. So we go to the other one, which is 1 0 0 1 0 base 2. You see the same process, just multiply it up the number with base 2. That will be 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2. Go to the back, raise each of the base, the base that will now multiply each of the bigger with base 2. So you raise the 2 to 2. You start with 0, you raise the power to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you ask yourself, what is 1 times 2 raised to power 4? 2 raised to power 4 is 16, plus 0 times 2 raised to power 3 is 8, plus 0 times 2 raised to power 2, that will be 4, plus 1 times 2 raised to power 1, that will be 2, plus 0 times 2 raised to power 3, that will be 1. So you're having 16 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0, and that will give you 18. And now we have done that, we can now go back to this question. You know that we're having y. What is y? This y, what is y in base 10? Is still y. So you are going to have y. We calculated if we did the calculation in this part. Did it there. Now, what is now y? Y plus 1 1. Remember that your y in base 10, y in base 2, we call it to base 10 is still y plus what is 101? 101 base 2. We want to replace this 101. We want to see the equivalent in base 10. That's 5. So I'm writing 5 equals to what is 11 base 2? And what is 1? What is 1 base 2? 1 base 2 is what? Is 3. This is it here. With 3 and base 10. So that means 3 over And what is 10010 raised to, what is the equivalent in base 10? It is 18. So all we do is that we converted all the terms given to us going to base 10. Then we now did the substitution. After that, what's the next thing? Do you know that 3 over 18, if we reach the lowest term, that said that because 3 and 18 they share similar factor, they have common factor. 3 and 3 that will be 1, and 3 18 that will be 6. So you can write like this: y over y plus 5 equals to 1 over 6. The next thing is to cross multiply. You cross multiply. When you cross multiply, this will lead us to 6 times y equals to 1 bracket y plus 5. What is 6 times y? That will be 6y. And what is 1 times y? That will be y plus 1 times 5. That will be 5. So I'm going to move my y to this side so that it will have 6y minus y equals to 5. 6y minus y is what? That will be 5y equals to 5. So you divide both sides with the coefficient of y. What's the coefficient of y? That's 5. Divide both sides with 5. So 5 will cancel 5. 5 here 1, 5 here 1. So our y is 1. So our y is 1. Our y is 1. Let's go to question 3. Question 3 says that 124 base s equals to 232 base 5. Find x. So the first step is that you change each of the value, each of the terms given, you change it to base 10. That's the first step whenever you come across this kind of question in your WAEC examination. So I'm going to do that. I have 124 is x. So I'm going to multiply the number with the gate by saying 1 times x plus 2 times x plus 4 times x. Now, once you have done that, go to the last figure here, which is 4. Go to the base, start with 0, write 1, write 2. So you have 1 times x raised power 2 is x squared plus 2 times x raised power 1 is x plus 4 times x raised power 0, that will be 1. So 1 times x is x plus 2 times that will be 2x. We're supposed to have square, sorry. So 1 times x squared, that will be x squared. 1 times x squared, that will be what? That will be x squared. 2 times x, that will be 2x plus 4 times 1, that will be 4. Now we have done that. We have combined 1 to 4 bases and gives us x squared plus 2x plus 4. Let's proceed to change these 2, 3 to base 5. We want to change it to base 10. So what do you do? Use the number to multiply the base to top the same way we did it for the first one which we did. So that will work 2 times 5 plus 3 times 5 plus 2 times 5. After that, start with 0, 1, 2. So this will be 2 times. What's this 5 raised to power 2? That will be 25, which is 5 times 5. 3 times 5 raised to power 1, that will be 5 plus 2 times 5 raised to power 0. 8 raised to power 0 is 1. So 2 times 25. What is 2 times 25? That will be 50. And 3 times 5 is what? 3 times 5 is 15. Plus what? Plus 2. So 50 plus 15. If you don't know that, you can do it in your rough calculation. So it's going to give you 65 plus 2. That will be 67. So this is 67. So you can now go back to this question. This one now, yeah. You're writing 124 besides this one converted it. You can write x squared plus 2x plus 4. This has turned to quadratic equation. 232 base 5, it gives us 67. So what's the next thing? The next thing is that we're going to move this. This 67, I'm going to move this. I'm going to move it here. So it turns to x squared plus 2x plus 4 minus 67 equals to 0. So what's the next thing? You have x squared plus 2x. What is plus 4 minus 67? That will be minus 63. If you look at this question very well, this is a quadratic equation. And general formula of quadratic equation is what? Is a s squared plus bs plus c. Now, our a, which is coefficient of s squared for this equation, we are dealing with this equation now. The coefficient of s squared is 1 for this equation. Your b, which is the coefficient of x, is 2, while your c is minus 63. Now, to get the root of this equation, first, you are going to do what? You are going to do a times c, which is 1 times minus 63, which will give you minus 63. And you have your b, which is 2. So you think of two numbers that if you multiply with each other, will give you 63. And if you add it or subtract it from each other, will give you 2. For example, now if I say 9 plus 9 times minus 7. Plus 9 times minus 7 will give you minus 63. But we say plus 9 minus 7, it will give you plus 2. So plus 9 minus 7 meet this criteria. So what I'm going to do, we're going to slot it back to the equation. So I'm going to write s squared. I'm going to write s squared. S squared, instead of writing plus 2, I'm going to write plus 9x minus 7x minus 63. So what's next in factorize it? When you factorize it, this should be this pair. You factorize this. So this should be what's common to x squared plus 9, that's x. So you have x squared divided by x, that'll be x, plus 9 divided by x, that'll be 9. So what's the common factor? Or what's common factor to minus 7x minus 30? That'll be minus 7. So you can now say minus 7 divided by minus 7, that'll give you x. Then minus 3 divided by minus 7, that'll give you plus 9. What's the next step? Next step that you can now write it like this. So this will give you x minus 7, x plus 9 equals to 0. So you can just equate it like this. This should be x minus 7 equals to 0, or x plus 9 equals to 0. So you move this also, x equals to plus 7 or x equals to minus 9. And x can never be minus 9 because you don't have negative basis. So our final answer is x equals to plus 7. So we are going to the next question. We just complete question 3. We are going to question 4. Now question 4 says that divide 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's the y in its places. Base 2 by 101 base 2. There are two methods, but I'm going to use the simplest one for you. So I'm going to change each of them to base 10. Another way of changing to base 10, we'll now take it back to base 2. Look at this. So we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, base 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 times 2, 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 1 times 2. Have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go. Because we have 8 ones there. So you now go back to the base. You start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what is 2 raised by 7? 2 raised by 7 is just 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 2, that will 32. 2 times 2, that will be 64. 64 times 2, that's 128. That's 128. So I'm going to just slot it in now. So instead of writing 1 times 3, so I just write 1 times 2 raised to 7, that will be 128. Plus 1 times what's 2 raised to power 6? 2 raised to power 6 is what? That will be 64. Plus 1 times 2 raised to power 5. What's 2 raised to power 5? That will be 32. Plus 1 times 2 raised to power 4. That will be 16. Plus 1 times 2 raised to power 3. That will be 8. Plus 1 times 2 raised to power 2. That will be 4. Plus 1 times 2 raised to power 1. That will be 2. Plus 1 times 2 raised to power 0, which is 1. So you're having 1 times 20. That will be 128. Plus 1 times 64, that will be 64. Plus 1 times 32, that will be 32. Plus 1 times 16, that will be 16. Plus 1 times 3, that will be 8. Plus 1 times 4, that will be 4. Plus 1 times 2, plus 1 times 1, that will be 1. So we are going to add it together. We are going to add 128 with 64. If you're in the exam, you can easily use your calculator. God's calculator is allowed in WAEC examination mathematics, but in this class, I'm not using a pencil. I just going to do it with our pen and book. So we're going to have 128 with 64. 8 plus 4, that will be 12, right? Keep 1. 2 plus 6, that will be 8. 8 plus 1, that will be what? That will be 9. So that will be 192, right? So 192 with your 32. So 2 plus 2, that will be 4. 9 plus 3 is what? That will be 12. Keep 1. That will be 224. So 224 with 16 and 6 plus 4, that will be 10. Keep 1. 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, that will be 4. That will be 2, 14. Now, 240 plus 8. That will give you 248. Now, 248, 248, 248 plus 4. 8 plus 4, that will be 12. Keep 1. 4 plus 1, that will be 252. Now, 252 plus 2, that will be 25, that will be 254. That will be 254. Then 254 plus 1. I know that this is quite long. It's something I can person. That will give you 255. So we are changing. So it is the answer is 255 in base 10. Now, the other one, which is 101. 101 base 2. I think this one will be easier than the other one. 101 base 2. So you have 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2. So you start with 0, go to backside 0, 1, 2. So this will be 1 times 2 raised to the power 2. That will be 4 plus 0 times 2 raised to the power 1. That will be 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 0. That will be 1. So 1 times 4, 4. 0 times 2, that will be 0 plus 1. So this one will give us 5. Now, you know that we have to divide it. So I can, and I've converted the 2 to base 10. I can just say 255 divided by 5. Now, 5 here 1. 5 in 25, that will be 5. And 5 in 5, that will be 1. This is in base 10. So we have to change it back to base 2. So I can have our answer in base 2. So what do? You do your line, draw your line, write your 51, and you divide it to 2 in 5. That will be 2 remainder 1. 2 in 5, 2 remainder 1. This should be 11. 2 in 11, that will be 5 remainder 1, right? 2 in 25, 2 in 2, that will be 1. 2 in 5, that will be 2 remainder 1, right? So 2 in 12, that will be 6 remainder 0. 2 in 6, that will be 3 remainder 0. 2 in 3, that will be 1 remainder 1. 2 in 1 is not equal to 0 remainder 1. So you now take it from down to the plug. So our final answer is going to be 1 1 0 0 1 1 is 2. So even though it is quite long, I think we will use calculator to have been easier. So let's go to the next question. Look at this. We answer that convert 11.011 base 2 to base 10. So what happens is that you have 11.011 base 2. So all I'm going to do is that we're going to multiply each of the figure with base 2. So we have 1 times 2 plus 1 times 2. Put your points. And you put your points, then you can write 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 1 times 2. So what's the next thing? Now this one is quite different with what we have been doing. Before the decimal, you start with 0 with your power, you write 1. Then after the decimal you do, you just start with minus 1. From before to minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So you can move on by writing 1 times 2 raised to the power 1 is 2 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 0. That will be 1. Put your point. Now this one will be 0 times 2 raised to the power minus 1. You can put it as 1 over 2 raised to the power 1. Just the law of indices. You can express like this. Plus 1 times 1 over 2 raised to the power 2 plus 1 times 1 over 2 raised to the power 3. So what is 1 times 2? 1 times 2 is what? Well, 1 times 2 is 2 plus 1 times 1, 1. Point. So if we look at this one will be 0 times, okay, let me just write 0 times 1 over 2 raised to the power 1 is 2 plus 1 times 1 over 2 raised to the power 2 is 4 plus 1 times 1 over 2 raised to the power 3 is 8. Now, what is 2 plus 1? 2 plus 1, I'm going to this side. 2 plus 1 is what? 3. Don't forget your point. Then you come to the decimal part. 0 times half, that will be 0. Plus 1 times 1 over 1 over 4, that will be 1 over 4. Plus 1 times 1 over, that will be 1 over 8. So if I just return the 0 and add this to find the SM of 4 and 8, the SM is 8. 4 and 8, that will be 2. 2 times 1, 2. Plus 8 and 8, that will be 1 times 1, 1. So this is expected to give us 3. Yeah, to give us 3.3 over 8. So what I do to this, I'm going to convert this to decimal. That is what is 3 over 8 in decimal. 8 in 3, that will be 0. 8 can go in 3, 0. Put your point, then you put your 0 here. 8 in 30. 8 in 13, that will be what? That will be 3. 8 times 3 is 24. So you move 24 from 30, you're having 6. So you say 18, 18, 16. 18, 60, that will be 7. 8 and 7 is 56. We remove 56 from 60, we're having 4. 18, 40, that will be 5. So our answer now will be, so you add 0.375 with your 3, and it will give you 3.375. So our final answer is 3.375. So let's go to the next question. Next question says, find the value of x for which 312 base 4 plus p52 base s equals to 96 base 10. So how do you do that? Just convert each of them. Convert this one to base 10. Convert this one to base 10. Convert this one to base 10. So what you're going to do is that I'm going to write 312 base 4. So I'm going to use each of the number to multiply the value. I say 3 times 4. Right, 3 times 4 plus 1 times 4 plus 2 times 4. After that, go to the back, start the power level, start with 0, 1, 2. Right? So this should be, what is 4 raised to power 2? That would be 16. 1 times 4 raised to power 1, 4. Plus 2 times, anything raised to power 0 is 1. So 4 raised to power 0 is 1. Now, what is 16 times 3? In case you don't know that, you can do that in your rough code or rough calculation with your calculator. 3 times 6 is 18. Keep on. 3 times 1, 3 plus 1. That will be 48. 48 plus 1 times 4, 4. 2 times 1, 2. And this is going to give us 54. So that now let's change the one of 52 base x. 25 base x rather. So that will be 5 times x plus 2 times x. So you go to the power, you start with 0, 1. And that will be 5 times x raised to power 1 is x plus 2 times x raised to power 0. That will be 1. So this should be 5x plus 2. I've done that. Now, you don't need to convert this 96 base 10. It's already in base 10. So all you need to do just for 312 base 4, I'm going to write 54. After 54 plus 52 base s, which is going to give us 5x plus 2. Then you have your 96. So what's the next thing? 54, I'm going to add this 54 and 2 together. What's 54 plus 2? That will be 56 plus 5x equals to 96. So I'm going to move this 56 to this side. And when you move it, it will be equal to 5x equals to 96 minus 56. That will be 5x equals to, what is 96 minus 56? That will be 40. You got to multiply by 5, which is the coefficient of x. And x will give you what? X will give you 8. So let's go to our next question, which is question 7. Well, so I said that 1 to 3 base y equals to 3 base 10. Obtain an equation in y and find the value of y. So this one, just change your 1, 2, 3 base y into base 10. How do you do that? Use the number to all the numbers there to multiply your base, which is 1 times y plus 2 times y plus 3 times y. The next thing, go to the back, start with 0, your base, your power rather, 1, 2. This should be 1 times y raised to power 2 is y squared plus 2 times y, that will be 2y. 3 times y raised to power 0 is 1, so 3 times y, that will be 3. So this will lead us to y squared plus 2y plus 3. So instead of writing 1 to 3 base y, I'm also to write, since I'm applying to base 10, I'm going to write that as y squared plus 2y plus 3 equals to 83. The base 10. So what's the next thing? Now that it's already given us for that equation, I'm going to move this to this side so I can have y squared plus 2y plus 3. Because I'm moving this 3 to the other side, it turns to minus 83 equals to 0. And this will give us y squared plus 2y plus 3 minus 3 will give you minus 80. Now this is quadratic equation, and I believe at this level you know quadratic equation, which uses a s squared plus es plus c equals to 0. Now for this equation now, our coefficient of y squared, which is a, is 1. For 0, instead of x now we're using y. Your b is 2, while your c is minus 80. And I said it earlier that we are going to do a times c, which is 1 times minus 80, which is minus 80. Then you have b equals to 2. So you think of two numbers that you multiply with each other will give you minus 80, and if you add it or subtract it from each other will give you 2. So if you say that 10 times minus 8, that's minus 80, right? I did plus 10 times 1. Now plus 10 minus 8, those give you plus 2. So you can now come back to the equation. Since you have found the two, you can say that y squared, we have found the factors that meet the requirement we're looking for. So that will be y squared plus 10y minus 8y minus 80 equals to 0. So we are going to factorize these two first. Y squared plus 10. What's common to these two? We see that it is y. So y squared divided by y, that will be y. 10y divided by y, that will be 10. Then you come to this minus 8y minus. What's common? That's minus 8. Minus 8y divided by minus 8, that will be y. Minus 8 divided by minus 8, that will give you plus 10. So what I'm going to do, you can write out like this. So you pick this and this. That will be y minus 8 into bracket. Then y plus 10 into bracket equals to 0. So you can just write that is y minus 8 equals to 0, or y plus 10 equals to 0. So you have, if I move this to 10, that will be y equals to 8. The sign will change. Once you have move it to the right hand side of the equation, or y equals to, this one will turn to minus 10. Y can never be minus 10 because y is our base, so you can never have a negative base. So our answer is y equals to 8. So we move to the next question, which says that simplify root of 1001 2. So you have root, you have 1001 base 2. So the first step is this: change that 1001 base 2 into base 10. So you have 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2. Go to the back. You start with 0, 1, 2, 3. So this will give you 1 times 2 raised to the power 3 is what? That will be 8 plus 0 times 2 raised to the power 2, that will be 0 times 4 plus 0 times 2 raised to the power 1, that will be 2 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 0 is 1, 3 raised to the power 0 is 1. So this is 1 times 8, 8. And 0 times 4 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 1 times 1, that will be what? That will be 1. So 8 plus 0, 8 plus 0, 8. 8 plus 1, that will be 9. So you can now come back to this. So instead of writing 1001 base 2, I've changed to base 10, so it should be 9. Now you can find the root of 9. What's the root of 9? The root of 9 is 3, but the 3 is in base 10, 3 base 10. So I will actually leave our answer in base 2. So this 3 base 10, I'm going to convert to base 2. How do we convert it? Draw your line, write the 3, divide by 2. 2 and 3, that will be 1, remainder 1. 2 and 1, it's not possible, 0, remainder 1. So our answer is 1 base 2. So we go to the next question. That given that 110 base 6 equals to 40 base 5, find the value of first. So it is simple as say this thing. The same way we did the other questions is the same way we are going to do this. So just change each of it. There were 110 base 6 and 40 base 5 into base 10. 110 base 6, and how do you change it? Use the number to multiply the base. Use the number 1 times 6, 0 times 6. Go to the last. Start with 0, 1, 2. So 1 times x squared, that will be x squared. 1 times x squared, that will be x. And anything raised to the power 0 is 1. So 0 times 1, that will give you 0. S squared plus s. Can you see it? S squared plus s. So you go to 40 base 5. 40 base 5. So we are going to write it. That will be changing now. That will be 4 times 5 plus 0 times 5. Then write 0, then write 1. Can you see it? So 4 times 5 raised to the power 1. 5 raised to the power 1 is 9. So times 4, that would be 20. 5 raised to the power 0 is 1. 0 times 4, that would be 0. So this is 20. So we can now write, instead of writing 110x, I'm going to write x squared plus x equals to, what is 40 base 5? That is 20 in base 10. So you move this to this side. And this will be what? So this will be x squared plus x minus 20 equals to 0. You can see that this is already a quadratic equation. I know the general equation for quadratic. Ax squared plus bx plus c. What's our a? Our a is 1, which is coefficient of x squared. Our b is 1, which is for coefficient of x. Then c is minus 20. Don't forget I said that a times c, which will give you 1 times minus 20, which will give you minus 20. Your b is 1. So you think of two numbers that multiply each other will give minus 20. You add it and subtract it. If you add it together or subtract it from each other, give you plus 1. Plus 5 times minus 4 will give us minus 20. Minus plus 5 minus 4 will give us plus 1. So we have found the two numbers that meet the criteria we are looking for. So I'm going to slot it in x squared. I'm going to slot it in this place. So that will be x squared plus 5x minus 4x minus 20 equals to 0. Factorize this pair by dividing it with a common factor. X squared divided by x, that will be x. 5x divided by x, that will be 5. Listen, you ask yourself what is common to minus 4x and minus 20, and that should be what? That will be minus 4. So minus 4 divided by minus 4, that will give you x. Minus 20 divided by minus 4, that will give you plus 5 equals to 0. So what's the next step? The next step is you bring this now. You write x minus 4, and you pick one out of this pair, x plus 5 equals to 0. So what's the next step? Next step now is that you put each of them to 0. That will be x minus 4 equals to 0, or x plus 5 equals to 0. So this will be x. You move your 4 to this side and it turns to plus 4, or you have your x, you move this 5 to the other side, it turns to minus 5. And you and I both know that our base can never be negative value, so our final answer is plus 4. So we have come to the end of today's class. That's how to solve questions whenever you come across this kind of question, number system questions in your Y. That's how to solve it. So if you are here to subscribe to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like and share. Thank you. Bye.